Hello, hello, hello. This is Maria, the Danish tour guide in New York. Det er Maria, den danske turguide i New York. Her i bilen. I'm in my car. Coming from work, going to get my children. Jeg er i min bil på vej hen for at hente mine børn, og vi er i Corona, og lige overfor, der har vi The Lemon Ice King of Corona, som er Italian ices. Italiensk is, lavet på vand, sukker, farvestoffer, smagsvarianter, forskellige ting at sige. Og very popular, this lady. You gotta have patience to drive in New York, but you can't be too patient at the same time. You have to be a little aggressive, because if you're too patient, too calm, too kind, people will take advantage of that, and you're gonna end up all the way in the back of all the other cars that get in front of you. Anyway, so I'm driving through Corona. I don't know if the camera angle is okay. It's a little reflection there in the mirror, but I don't know, maybe if I do this is better. So this is 108 Street in Corona, Queens, and this is not a place I usually tour, even though it's on the program and I love it, but it's not one of the best selling tours that I have, because people tend to think that they rather have me show them parts of Manhattan and Brooklyn. But this part of Queens is actually really interesting. And I think if you've ever seen any of my lives, you have probably seen me talk about Corona Queens before. Anyway, so this is just a little drive through tour. I do have to pay attention to traffic. Corona happened to be an Italian neighborhood several decades ago, turned into a primarily Hispanic, Latin area, and is primarily a working class neighborhood. And there's a nice culture vibe going on here that is different from what you experience in those touristy neighborhoods in Manhattan. I don't know who's on if you're writing anything, but just wanted you to see this. It's a little supermarket across the street called Ideal Food Basket. Sometimes I have tourists ask me, where the supermarkets are in New York. And then I have to tell them, well, if you have seen no supermarkets, it's because you have not been in neighborhoods where, the general population live. Because we all need to go to the supermarket, right? But of course, if you're primarily where the offices, where offices and attractions and stuff is, then you will see way fewer supermarkets. And of course, it also has something to do with the demographics of the neighborhood that you're in. But there are supermarkets in Manhattan too, of course. Across the street now, I don't know if I think the camera can kind of right there. Oh no, don't, that was bad nail polish. Anyway, down there in the corner, there's a brown awning, and above is a white fence with a little white roof thingy. That's the Empanada Cafe, and it's not the Empanada Cafe that I usually bring tourists to. That's the one in Jackson Heights, but this Empanada Cafe I go to personally with friends, and this is the nicest, cutest little spot. It is really a local gem. It does not seat more than maybe let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 people in total. It'll sit seat in there. So it's not a place you go to hope to get a table. There it is, Empanada Cafe. But you go, you know, hope for the best. Maybe you'll get a seat, maybe you won't, but at least you grab it and go. It's very popular amongst the locals and, you know, people who know about it. So doing dinner and lunch and whatnot, call ahead and order. Otherwise, there could be quite a wait. All right, now we're slowly moving into the Rego Park area of Queens. And if you've ever been again on my lives, you know I talk about Corona and Rego Park being neighbors, so to speak, like neighboring neighborhoods. That sounds weird. Oh, that's one of my friends over there. I have a lot of friends in this area. I'm waving, he doesn't see me. Now, why would he also see me sitting in a car? In this building, a lot of friends lives. And if you know, you know. So traffic is slow. The weather is great today. 65 Fahrenheit. That can't be right. I just had the car washed, and that usually kind of messes with the thermometer of the car. But it's definitely warmer than 65 outside. But it's still nice. It's not too humid. New York summers are known for its high degrees and humidity. And today is just like blue sky. It's warm. It's not too warm. The humidity is not at all overwhelming. There's a little nice cool breeze. It's just amazing. And you feel like, oh shoot, I need to. You feel like going on a beach, walk in a park or something. I made a mistake here. I'm supposed to get in the right turn lane. Nonetheless, this truck is not allowing me to get in. Like, if people could just be nice. That's what I'm saying. Like, people need to be a little bit less about themselves. Because this is frustrating. When I'm trying to get in the lane and I'm blinking. Anyway, that's the thing. You need to have patience, but you also need to be a little aggressive. Because the old Maria that was new in traffic would have been like, oh, okay, I have to wait for this truck to pass. And before I know it, everybody else has to pass. This is not an interesting view at all. There's a New York City bus. I don't know how to put the camera, but soon enough, I'll hopefully be able to switch. I have no clue what's happening here in front of me, so I'll just follow. Another thing, I was talking about the supermarkets, the grocery stores. Tourists also ask me, where are the gas stations? And there are gas stations in Manhattan, of course there is, but again, the same concept. There are going to be more gas stations where there are going to be more locals needing them. And also real estate value. It costs more to have these gas stations in Midtown Manhattan where they would, oh my god, I can't even imagine having smack down in Midtown Manhattan a gas station, what that would cost. But there is one right here. Hello, best live tours for you. Hi, how are you? I don't know if you're still there. I didn't see you. Hello. This is nice, taking forever. The gas is $3.19, so about $3.20 per gallon. That's a little higher than when I left Vegas, which was but that was in the middle of the pandemic when I left. So that's 8 months ago now. I think I paid $2.90, something like that. All right. Come on, Grandma. Oh, that was a man. Sorry. All right, let me try and get down here. Woo. So this little stretch that I was recording, basically it shouldn't take more than like 2 minutes to drive through. Corona, Queens. I know you're not getting a good view right now at the window with the glare, but I gotta keep my eyes on the road. You saw that we just passed one gas station. Here's another one. Here's another one. This is actually a nice gas station. This is where I usually pump my gas. I like that it's like big and easy access, and it's not too confusing, and yeah, so I go there. Another bus. Dunkin' Donuts. You know what they say? If you see a police car, turn around. There's probably a Dunkin' Donuts right next to them. That's a bad joke. Alright, we are still in Corona. We're now in the what you see right up ahead is Lefrak City. And again, I'm going to repeat myself. If you've ever seen any of my live streams or virtual tours, you have heard me talk about Lefrak City. 14,000 people live in these identical high-rise buildings that was developed in the 50s and the 60s and was supposed to be for low-income, no, it was supposed to be middle-class families, and now then it turned into like low-income, and the area in the 70s, very crime-ridden, lots of issues, the poverty, drugs, gangs, whatnot, and then it became better, and now they're revitalizing everything. So it's only the old-time tenants who still get a good deal on the rent. If you've been there several years, then you get a good deal. But if you are a new tenant, you definitely pay market value. And across the street, what you see here on the right-hand side, that's not a part of this mass development. This is just regular apartment buildings. Some of them are condominiums, and it's like owners, what's the word for it, like you buy them, it's not rental. And some of them are really, really nice, and some of them, I guess, they're just average. Now I'm going to get the kids. My son graduated, but he is by the grace of my baby's daycare, she's taking both kids today so I could work. But she's a sister by faith, so you know she has my back. That's a nice support. See the sign over there? I don't know if you see the green sign with the bike on. It says Flushing Meadows Corona Park. It's just a little bike run from there, or bike ride, that is. Alrighty, almost there. Go get my kiddos and then go home, and then I have last day of work tomorrow. Last day of work, and I'm gonna go back to being unemployed tour guide, which is very sad. But hopefully the borders open up soon. Hopefully I don't have to be unemployed for a very long time to come. Anyway, that was my storytelling for today. Now I'm gonna park this car and I'm gonna go get my kids. And I hope that if you just joined now, there I am. I'm gonna save this live, and you can go back and watch it from the start. It's a nice little drive-through of Corona, Queens, a part of Queens that I usually do not tour, part of New York that most people, tourists, don't see. I think it's nice. So go get your fix, re-watch this live. All right, take care, bye.